Hi leaders. Last week we talked about context, understanding where a verse sits within the larger passage and story of Scripture. But there's another crucial principle. Different parts of Scripture communicate in different ways. The Bible is not a single genre. It's a library of different kinds of literature, each with its own style and purpose. If we read every part the same way, we'll miss what each genre is uniquely designed to teach us. Luke 24:27 tells us that after his resurrection, Jesus interpreted to them in all the Scriptures the things concerning himself. All of Scripture points to God, but it communicates in different ways depending on the genre. So narrative tells a story, like David and Goliath or Acts. We learn by seeing how people respond to God and what consequences follow. Poetry expresses emotion and longing. Psalms use imagery and metaphor to move our hearts. When you read a psalm, you're reading a human heart reaching toward God. Wisdom literature like Proverbs, Job, and Ecclesiastes offer observations about life. Proverbs are general principles, not absolute promises. The idea that the diligent hand will rule is true in general, but not a guarantee. Prophecy announces God's coming judgment or salvation with vivid imagery. Understand the historical situation the prophet addressed. Read it to understand God's character and plans. The Gospels are narratives about Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. Each Gospel emphasizes different aspects. Read them to encounter Jesus. And then finally, the letters or epistles are instructions written to specific churches facing specific situations. Understanding the original context helps you apply the principles to your life or to my life today. The key, don't read Psalms like Romans. Don't interpret Proverbs as promises. Don't assume every narrative action is endorsed by God. Practically, we ask, what kind of literature am I reading? If it's a psalm, read slowly, let emotion speak. If it's a letter, focus on the main argument. If it's a narrative, ask what it reveals about God's character. So reflection questions for this week. Which biblical genre do you find yourself reading most naturally? And which one challenges you the most? How might misunderstanding a genre lead to misinterpreting Scripture? And then finally, what's one passage where understanding its genre changed how you read it? Thanks for continuing to lead well. As we learn to recognize and respect the different ways Scripture communicates, we hear what each passage is uniquely designed to teach us.